y'all done this year already, but what are the benefits or negatives to playing a team on back-to-back nights or two consecutive times?
I mean, it's helped us twice early in the season. I think at home, played against some good teams. We lost the first, came back, made adjustments, won the second one. We're going to have to be that team tomorrow night and find a way to get a win and get home on a good note. So it just allows you to kind of focus instead of mini playoff type situation where win or lose, you got to make adjustments or prepare for adjustments that the other team's going to make. And really, the second game is mostly execution. The team that executes better usually wins. So we got to be that team.
What leads to just this kind of snowball effect of turnovers tonight? 20 of them. Are you subconsciously thinking, I don't want to turn the ball over, or is it just something that happens in the course of the game? And what leads to ending up with a night with 20 turnovers?
I mean, it just depends. Tonight we had really great intentions across the board. We were playing pretty fast, and San Antonio was trying to be physical and trying to play passing lanes and all that type of stuff. But mostly it's just either making a read that's just not there or trying to make a decision for somebody else on where they should cut or whatnot. Sometimes you just make the right pass and you just don't execute. It's basketball. Those nights tend to happen. The ones that are tough is when you're giving live ball turnovers and they're coming down, get an easy layup, or it turns into a three on the other end. Those are the tough ones. We had, from my memory, like 4 or 5 of those. So those are tough, especially on the road when you get a team momentum.
Thank you.
Hey, Juan.
How you doing?
Hey. How much would you say the Spurs forced these turnovers versus how much were just little mistakes?
I think they're little mistakes. Even myself, I only had 2, but these are 2 big turnovers because we got 20. I can only speak for myself, but I felt like I was playing too fast in the first half. I thought a lot of them came from us trying to make plays. Some of them you got to live with, but we got to take better care of the ball. So, we had 20 turnovers to their 10, so that's 10 extra possessions that we're giving them, and we're losing out on 20 possessions. So, if I'm doing math right, that's a 20 possession difference, and that's a lot of buckets, especially when you got number 30 on your team. If you can get him 8 to 9 extra shots out of those 20 possessions, you got a real good chance of increasing your score. So, they're a great team, obviously. They're well coached, got some great players, but I think we just kind of got out of whack a little bit.
Juan, you kind of alluded to what I was going to ask you, but when it's such a close game as it was and it came down to the wire, do those points off of turnovers just become even more frustrating, knowing that if they weren't there, the ending result could have been different?
Yeah, of course. Let me see how many offensive rebounds they had. They had 10 offensive rebounds as well, So I'm not sure the numbers, if they got, how many extra points they got on those, but that's a huge difference. It's a combination of all those things. If we can limit our turnovers, cut that down by 5, maybe cut offensive rebounds down by 3, knock down 1 or 2 extra free throws, get, our guys some extra shots by limiting those 4 to 5 turnovers, then we have a great chance of winning this game. So it's just a combination of all those numbers.
All right, there's no more. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Draymond, why do you think you guys have struggled so much through the years in San Antonio?
Well, being that's probably
the most sort of best organization over the course of the last 20 years as far as consistency goes. And being that they play very well at home, and that is a group that, no matter what, no matter who's on the floor, that team is never going to beat themselves. Like, that's just what you kind of know going into it. Anytime you're playing against a pop coach team, they're not going to beat themselves. And when you're at home and you're not going to beat yourself, that kind of gives you an upper leg. You get some teams at home, they turn the ball over, they play to the crowd and get to doing stuff that they can't do. That's not that group. And so, when you make mistakes, they punish you. They make you pay for those. And when you're on the road, I don't care who you're playing, the team punish you when they make a mistake. When you make a mistake, it's going to be hard to win on the road. And so I think that's, goes into the success that they've had against us over the course of years in this building.
Draymond, can you predict when Pop is going to call a timeout and kind of clamp down on the momentum that you guys have? Are you already walking back to the bench because you know?
I don't really pay much attention to it, but if I'm watching the game, I can tell. When you're in the game, you kind of feel when the timeout is coming, especially with Pop. But, it's not something that on the floor you're just out there thinking about. Pop's going to take the timeout right now because we're on the run. Just kind of play the game.
Draymond, Chris Alvarez from ABC7. With the nature of the season and playing back-to-backs like this, do they feel like little playoff series, making adjustments and trying to get the win less than 24 hours from now? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, as far as the back-to-back go, it doesn't feel like a playoff game, but staying in the city and getting an opportunity to essentially right your wrongs, and come back and try to get a win or get another win. In the case that you win the first one. I've seen some benefits in it. And, to be quite frank with you, I've enjoyed it. Having these kind of two games against the team back-to-back, I think, in these crazy times that we're living in, I think the league has probably found something that will be beneficial, not just, while dealing with COVID stuff. I think this is a pretty good thing moving forward. So it's been pretty cool, and also gives young guys kind of an opportunity to taste what playoff basketball is like, where you're up against a squad a couple games in a row. That squad is going to key in on what you did well the night before, and the things that you didn't do well, you got an opportunity to correct those mistakes and take advantage of whatever situation it is that can be beneficial for us. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you. Appreciate that very much.
What do you think about an opportunity to play the Spurs in another less than 24 hours?
It's amazing. It's kind of, I wouldn't relate it as a back-to-back, but it's kind of like a playoff, a little duel. You see a team twice in their city. You can make changes. You can, come with a different mindset the next game, to do what you didn't do the first game. So it's going to be a great opportunity for us to go out there.
Roy Flores, AP Radio. Coach talked about the turnovers. What adjustments do you all need to do to see that number go down tomorrow night?
To take care of the ball, make smart plays, make the right plays, play consistent throughout the whole game. We have to just make the simple play instead of making a home run.
Kelly, you've talked all season about how much different it is playing with Steph because he can hit from so many places on the floor. How tough is it for you guys not to just hand him the ball and say, you go do it, given the way he's playing right now?
I really can't answer that. Hopefully, I feel like I can do all things on the court as well. It's just an opportunity to do it. So Steph is somebody who we definitely lean on in the clutch, and I think that we should all give each other that same energy because we have multi-talented, multifaceted basketball players on the team. So something that we have to explore more. Hey, y'all, it's Clay's birthday. He's on the bus waiting to go back to the hotel. So sorry to cut y'all off.
Thank you, sir.